First of all, I just want you to give your short introduction so that I can know something about you.
Okay, so you want me to introduce myself first?
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Karishma Chauhan. I'm talking to you from Gurgaon. Basically, I hail from Delhi and completed all my education there, which is like LLB. So professionally, I'm an advocate and I'm also mother of two beautiful children. Apart from that, I have a YouTube channel in the name of Advocate Karishma Chauhan, where I upload conversational videos like we're having right now. Yeah, that is all about me. And I also
So,
wanted to know about you.
sure. So my name is Neeraj Singh. I'm originally from state of Himachal Pradesh, and then I have been living also here. So I run a institution academy, the Divya English Academy, and then I'm taking online classes for kids and adults. So I'm a teacher, but still I'm in learning a lot of areas like how this language can be taught, what are the various ways, and then having interaction with people. So at this moment, I'm happy to talk to you. Anything if we discuss, so we can have some meaningful conversation, so that our viewers can get something. What is conversation taking place between two people, especially those who are watching videos and those who want to improve their English speaking communication skills.
So, as you are an English teacher, what kind of like classes are you taking? Like, is it online, offline, and what age
Online,
group?
offline, both.
So I was asking you that what is the one major problem which you have received? As you have mentioned that you are also teaching kids, like specialized, like kids from 5 years old till the age of 13, 15. So, what is the major problem you have seen in the kids while learning English?
Yeah, actually, this is one of the important topics that I thought of. We should have discussions. How language should be learned, what can be the various ways of learning language, and then especially teaching language, also those who are teaching English language. So it is first of all, when we talk about any language we speak, we read, we write, we listen, we think, it requires word. So word power is our actual strength. This is called the basic components of language: word power, pronunciation, and grammar structures. So word power is our actual strength in speaking English and understanding English also. So this is one of the major thing that we should be keeping in our mind. We do have enough words to communicate, understand, read, write, anything it may be.
That is absolutely true. But when it comes to kids, they do not have knowledge about so many words. They only understand the basic vocabulary which is just around them. So, is it difficult for them to understand or speak in English, like since their childhood?
Yes, absolutely. So this is called actually, there are four skills to develop. So first of all is listening. Listen carefully how people speak. So for example, a child before he goes to school, he speaks language. The question
Mm,
is, how does that happen? It's because of listening. Maybe her mom is telling to him, who is he? Papa, Papa. Then he's speaking, but he doesn't know how to read Papa and then how to write Papa. But now the second time
yes.
also, his mom is telling, who is he? Then he's telling Papa. How did it happen? While listening. His mother spoke and then he listened it. So this is called the listening skill. First of all, they will listen words. That will happen if they keep on interacting with people. Hello, hi, what's your name? Where are you from? Slowly, slowly, then it will get converted into sentences also.
Yes, yes, true, true, true. I think most of the time for kids, I think TV is really helpful. The cartoon show when they're watching,
Absolutely.
we need to keep an eye on the shows which our kids are watching, because if they are watching something where most of the vocabulary or words are using, we should let them watch, I feel. And this is what I done with my kid also, and he has touch wood good number of vocabulary.
Yes, absolutely. My daughter also learned speaking Hindi without teaching her, and then she can communicate because of most of the time she has been scrolling the reels and then watching there what is happening, and then she developed a speaking language. So I think in the process of learning language, first of all, we need to keep on listening. Whether we understand, we don't understand, at least we can listen some words. Later on, we can know what is that, how to communicate, how people communicate those words when that kind of situation occurs.
That's true. Okay, so what is your mother tongue?
My mother tongue is Hindi.
But you said that your daughter learn Hindi just by watching TV and all.
Watching TVs, yes, it means like when she was 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, we did not teach her how to communicate. Yeah, our mother tongue is local. Sorry, for example, I'm coming from state of Himachal Pradesh. We do have a Pahari language. So we
Okay.
communicate at home, but then usually people talk, in Hindi and maybe in
Mhm.
Hindi. So and then I and my wife we talk in Hindi and then sometime in our local language. But then our daughter she developed learning Hindi just by watching
I
and then
see.
listening.
Same happened in my family too because my mother tongue is actually Bengali. So my mother-in-law, most of the time she communicates in the Bengali language. So my child automatically picks up that language, and he's very comfortable in that. And earlier, like there's another kid in my family only, and he used to listen Hindi cartoon shows. This is how he developed Hindi because that time the environment was completely Bengali. Because I'm not from Bengali background, I'm from UP, so I like from the beginning I was not able to speak in Bengali language. Now I'm able to speak. So I used to communicate in Hindi. So my child gets three language environment like Bengali, Hindi, and English. So he end up learning all three languages just by himself.
So how many languages can you speak?
I can speak three: Hindi, English, and Bengali.
Yeah, nice. That's good.
Yeah, but I can understand many languages. Like Punjabi is very easy language to understand, I feel, and the Bihari language also sometimes I do understand because I have connection with some Bihari people nearby me, so I can understand them as well. Yeah.
So what about now the adult learners like they already know the grammar, rules, sentences, tenses, each and everything. But then when it comes in speaking out, they do have hesitation and then finding difficulty to speak, not having fluency. So how can they develop according to your experience? Maybe you keep on talking with people from various places.
What I feel is that it is only hesitation which stopping them to speak in English, honestly. Because if they are reading something since their childhood, they're learning, they know how to write an essay, they know how to write an application, they also know how to communicate. But it's only because of their hesitation they're not able to communicate. So, first thing I think they should come out of their comfort zone. They should feel comfortable while talking to somebody. They can start practicing alone in the beginning, and then they have to ultimately they have to communicate with someone. Then only that fear will go away, or they will be able to speak. So my suggestion is for those people, like, you should use AI application. These days so many AI applications are there. One of them I'm using recently, like Sparky. So when you're talking to the AI, you are able to listen also, you are able to put your point also, and the AI will keep correcting you in between. Like, you can structure this sentence like this, or you can rephrase this sentence like this. It looks more professional, it's look nice. So I think earlier there were no resources available for learning English. We have to join to the coachings, offline coachings and academies. And personally, I have also joined an academy that is called British Academy something when I was in my 12th grade. So it was not really helpful, to be honest. But now we have so many resources, online tuitions, offline tuitions also there, like especially English tuitions, and AI is there, Google is there, YouTube is there. So I think if somebody wants to learn English and want to remove their hesitation, 100% they can do it. It's not that difficult nowadays. What do you
But
think?
mostly it depends on practice actually, according to my
Uh,
experience. Then I have seen people know and they understand, they read, they write also. When it comes to speaking out, so
they
they are
don't
not
speak.
familiar to speak because their tongue is not familiar to pronounce those words. For example, if I will say someone to pronounce unbelievably, they will say unbelievably. So finding difficulty, they know what is that, but if they have to speak that
Understood.
particular word from their own mouth, so they are not quite familiar to pronounce because they are not having habit of pronouncing English words in a regular basis. So practice is, I think, very, very important, which is lacking. And then while having practice, there can be mistakes. For example, everybody knows that grammar rules, present indefinite tense will follow the first form of verb with ses if the subject is singular. But when it comes to speaking out, so most of the time it's being missed. So I
Yes,
think not it's not like a rule. It's all about practicing, how we
practice.
practice, how we keep on practicing.
That's 100% I can resonate with you because it has my problem also. Because when I know all the rules that with singular we have to use ses and with plural we don't need to use it, but when we speak it automatically we forget to use it in a correct form because we are not actually habitual. So once we'll be habitual of speaking continuously, I am sure that we are going to make mistake 10, 15, 20,000 times, but after certain period of time we will be able to speak correctly. And this is what happened with me earlier. Like 2 years ago, I used to make a lot of grammatical errors every now and then. So now the numbers have, like, I can see it's reduced, but it's still there because I need to practice a lot. So practice plays a significant role in order to improve someone's English. That is 100% true.
Absolutely. And another reasons can be because they might be following the translation method, which is called the
Hmm.
supporting method. In the beginning, that's good. Maybe later on, that might not be working. Actually, once we think in any language, that becomes our mother tongue, whatever it might be. It can be English, Hindi, Bengali. So thinking ability, if it is not taking place in our mind, first of all, thinking in words, then thinking in sentences, then speaking in sentences, understanding sentences, reading sentences, writing sentences, whatever it may be. Once we are fluent in sentences, rest of the things can be accomplished very soon. What do you think about the translation method and the process of speaking language?
Okay, if you will ask me, I would like to tell my honest answer on this. When I was learning English 2 years ago, I've started my journey with YouTube. And at that time, I used to watch a lot of translation videos, especially from Kanchan Keshri ma'am. You might know her channel. So there's a like 1 minute short videos always like every day she upload. So Hindi to English translation. I used to watch it, and this is how I got to know a few sentences, few vocabulary as well. Because earlier I did not even know what do we call the basic things even in my household. For example, in the kitchen, there's so many spices. I did not know the name of any single thing. When I started watching those daily sentences or sometimes vocabulary, I can see that 1 minute short videos are there on YouTube. A lot of content creators are creating such kind of videos for helping people. So when I used to watch them, I can resonate that I've learned a lot from those videos. But yes, at certain level, you cannot depend
Hmm.
solely on that particular thing. You have to broaden the horizon of your learning, and you have to use only in English. Like you have to think only in English. You every time you cannot translate. You like for a beginner person, I think it's good idea to start with. But once you pick up that, you should change the way of your learning, and you should start thinking in English only. That will only happen when you immerse yourself in English language.
Absolutely, because every language they have their own, importance and significant. Because the way we speak Hindi, we won't be able to speak in English. In Hindi,
Yes.
we will say "कौन शोर कर रहे हैं." Then in English, we cannot say why is repeating it. Who are shouting, speaking in twice. So
True,
because
true.
maybe
We
one who
cannot,
is left.
yeah,
Yeah.
we cannot do word to word translation. That's true. But somehow when we learn Hindi to English translation, we get to know the basic structure of few
Basic
sentences.
structures. In the beginning, we don't have any other ways to learn language, so we
Exactly.
only have one option to learn through it, our mother tongue, whatever language we might be speaking. But then later on, if it is better if we can avoid, because translation method is not that much effective. There is no exact translation for every language. So because what is happening, otherwise students, they do have knowledge but finding difficulty to learn and speak. Recently, one of my online students, so I appointed a teacher. He started to teach them. I was teaching them in English to English, but then I appointed one new teacher. Then he was teaching them what is verb, what is subject. Subject is what is object. It is a karam, it is a kriya. So now karam and kriya, what's happening? It maybe someone had died. So actually what people do, karam and kriya means if someone passes away, so there is some ritual, some actually not ritual, that the ceremony they have. So confusion, actually, that sense of understanding, that is lacking. If you say words are action words, which do the action of doing anything, go means
Yes,
doing
yes.
work, then some sense will be coming. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I can recall one incident from this point because my son, he is studying in first grade and he's in good school, English medium school. So when their teacher explains everything in English, they always try to make them understand in English only. They don't use any Hindi particular word because it might be confusing for the kids. Because at this level, they even don't understand what is kriya, what is that, and all. They won't understand. So as you have said, that action words are called verbs. So when I asked my son that what is called verb, I was thinking that he will reply in Hindi that this is called verb, but he said, Mama, action words are called verb. I said, wow, where did you learn it? So he said, my teachers explained me. So this concept from the beginning is very clear and they all explanation is in English. And that helps them to gain that confidence of speaking as well. And that's very important that English to English translation is much needed. in order to improve English.
Absolutely. In the beginning, that's all right. As you said, that you developed a lot of word power because we don't know what we
Yes.
say in English, the things. So that is only the way we have to learn and develop the word power. But later on, if we keep on, thinking and imagining something in English, that's gonna help us a lot. So how about you? How did you become fluent in speaking English? I can see that you are speaking language without thinking also.
See, it has been like 2 years. I've been practicing continuously every single day, and I try to communicate at least half an hour a day with anyone. And recently, I started taking sessions on English Yari. That is also a paid platform where tutors are going to teach you for half an hour. So these sessions are actually really helpful for me because I'm getting every time new words, new phrases, idioms. While listening to them, I'm obviously observation plays an important role. So while I'm observing them, I'm trying to speak in my conversation, and this is how it comes to me naturally. But yes, earlier I was not like that. You can watch my previous videos. You might feel that I'm just, making speaking wrong English. I used to speak wrong English, but because you also tell me that there's only one way of learning English, that is practice. So this is what I have been doing from 2 years continuously. It's been like 2+ years, 2 years and few months. So that is the only reason I become fluent, and I keep practicing. Still, I keep practice with learners through audio calls, through video calls. Whenever I get opportunity, I don't miss.
Absolutely. Now, as you mentioned about practice, so here also people are confused because most of the YouTubers, they have been saying practice, practice. But now people don't know what to practice, how to practice, whom to practice with. So
Yes.
because mostly it is happening like one learner is trying to learn language from another learner. One person is telling, I telling you, another person is telling, yeah, yeah. So means both are speaking broken English, just they are opening their mouth. So practicing with people who speaks better English than us, we may have chances to get interacted with them, how sentences are being constructed, how she is speaking, how she is able to express her thoughts, emotions, feelings in English language. Maybe if I'm talking, do I make any mistakes? So I would say that practicing with people who speak better English than us may give us opportunity
At
to
least
get
one level
traction
ahead.
also. Yeah, what do
Mhm.
you think? Yes, please go on.
Yeah. So first thing, I cannot 100% agree with this point of yours, because personally, when I have started, I was only the learners, and we both used to speak broken English, but that helped me to build my confidence. And sometime when you're talking to a learner, you don't feel hesitant because you know that the person sitting in front of me, that is not even of my level. So you gain another level of confidence automatically. So sometimes talking to people who are also learners, it's important to build your confidence. Once your confidence is built up, once you feel comfortable while talking to somebody, then you can choose a person who is one level ahead with you. This is what exactly I have done throughout my journey. I've started with
Absolutely.
the people from learners. I was very comfortable talking to them because I know that I'm speaking better English than them. And that is how I built that confidence. No matter I was speaking wrong English with full confidence. And slowly and gradually, when I started taking sessions on Clappingo, that's when I realized that I was speaking really bad English. It was not correct at all. Even teachers started pointing me out on that. Then I thought of, okay, let's try to connect with the people who are of same level as like I am, or otherwise one level ahead. That is when I can see that improvement. Yeah, 100% you will learn accuracy when you're talking to somebody who is one level ahead with you, or maybe better in terms of English. It's not compulsory that he should be a tutor, but can be any person who's good in
Any
language.
person.
Any
But
person, yeah.
yeah, in the beginning that will help a lot, as you said. So because what
Yeah.
happens in the beginning, if you want to open your mouth, if you have someone, maybe learner also, at least you will feel that, yeah, I spoke in English half an hour, 10 minutes. That may be right, wrong,
Yes,
doesn't matter, because we are not going to learn language accurately from the beginning itself.
exactly.
Because making mistake, it's very very important. From there we will be opening our mouth. That's some extent all right, but after that I suggest that if you talk with people, those who are always a higher level than yours, will always help. And then finally, let's talk about the most important questions which I face, and then students and viewers, they keep on asking, and sometimes we do have a lot of arguments also. Grammar versus spoken English. Is grammar important for spoken English, or what is the difference between spoken English versus grammar? Because a lot of people, they don't agree. No, no, I don't like grammar. I don't want to learn. I only want spoken English. So some people say to, speak English, spoken English, it does not require grammar at all. Why are you wasting time? What do you think about it?
So my different, I think my all of my opinions are just opposite with you. Like what I feel is that yeah, grammar is not important because personally I have learned English without any grammar rules. If you even if you were still asking me few grammatical questions, I may answer wrong. But because I have learned this speaking skills very naturally just by listening, as like a child learn their mother tongue with surroundings or with their parents just by listening and observing them. So that same way I have learned English. My grammar is not still not good. I have been practicing it for more than 2 years, but still I make grammatical errors here and there. But if you talk about me, when I started speaking, that time my grammar was like literally zero. So just by practicing with others, knowing sentence structures, and automatically it comes to me. I don't work for grammar at all. So a person can learn English without grammar also. This is what my opinion is.
Yeah, so yes, that's absolutely true. Actually, you see, what is the difference? Actually, means learning grammar means wasting a lot of time of learning rules of the grammar. Finally, they become the masters of rules. They know all the rules, but still can't speak English. If you tell them present, past, this, every, all, 8 parts of speech, every rules they know in their mother tongue. When it comes to speaking out, so they have little difficulty, and then the sentences are in broken English. So it's like not learning the rules, it's like learning how language can be spoken according to the sentence structures, by which we may
Mhm.
understand that whether it is making sense or not. It's not like
Hmm.
learning grammar separately, wasting a lot of time of
Separately.
learning a lot of rules, and then you will become fluent accurate. No, it's like the way we speak. Maybe anything we are speaking in any language, how do we know that I spoke the sentence wrong? Because of the grammar errors that we know, maybe this is not the way to speak. So whatever we know, we just need to speak it out, but it should make a sense. If it is making sense, so there's no need of wasting the time in order to learn a lot of rules of the grammar. What do you think about it?
See, most of the grammar we learn while communicating, to be honest. If somebody telling me that my name is Karishma, so I know that I have to put is here as a grammar rule. My name is Karishma. It is automatically understood by me when I'm repeating the same sentence so many times. So only through having conversation you can understand grammar. You just need to be a little observant. You have to observe the structure, how the structure has like said or how it has formed. If you will understand that, if you will observe a few things, you automatically understand the grammar rules. You don't need to go deep in like into the grammar separately. And what I feel is that initially when a person start learning English grammar, literally it's a waste of time. You should start learning grammar after a certain level. When you understand the basic English, you understand the basic language, then you can start working on that. You feel comfortable and you feel related. So that is my perspective on this.
So it's very nice talking to you, having good discussions. So days to come, we will have more discussions on various topics, I think so. And let's see what's going to be the feedback. I can see that you are getting good number of views in your YouTube channel. And
Not
then
that good.
it's okay. Maybe if you are reaching in one day 1000, I think that's a satisfactory. Slowly it can keep on growing and growing.
It's the same from last 2 years. That's what my problem is. Like I'm getting regular number of subscribers daily. I'm getting subscribers and it's increasing day by day. But the views are exactly same since its beginning. I think I'm running out of the time. I had a session, so I have to go now.
Okay.